Canelo Alvarez says he is continuing to give you the best fights with a 40-year-old Gennady Golovkin 3 just announced instead of Dmitry Bivol. And that's what I want to talk about in the video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. We are back. Canelo made it official September 17th, Mexican Independence Day weekend. Canelo Payday, you want payday, I know that. Versus Triple G, Part 3. Canelo returns to DAZN pay-per-view. So this is a pay-per-view fight, meaning if you have regular DAZN or you pay for the year subscription, that does not matter. You will have to pay an additional fee, probably in the neighborhood of $70, $80 for this fight. Canelo, he posted first in Spanish, and then he stated in English the translation. He says, I am really happy to bring you the best fights, and this one will be no exception. It's time to end what we started and defend our titles. Canelo Triple G3 this September, venue to be confirmed. So as of posting, he hasn't told you where it's going to be. Maybe Las Vegas, maybe Texas. I really don't know. I'm very curious what you guys think about this news. Couple questionable things from Canelo here. He says he's bringing you the best fights. Golovkin has never fought. Hey, no, guys. Hey, Max's punches. He's never fought at 168. So I don't see how that could be considered the best fight. The other thing that's questionable in this dialogue from Canelo is he says, time to end what we started several years later and defend our titles. So how are we defending our titles if Golovkin, if the fight's at 168, which is the reported number in the weight division, how is Golovkin going to defend his title when he's a middleweight and you're bringing him up to super middleweight? So that's really a lie and false advertising. You can't defend the title if you're fighting outside of the division. Similarly, when Dmitry Bivol at light heavyweight defended his title, his WBA title against Canelo Alvarez, his titles at 168, the previous division, super middleweight, were not at stake. That's how Canelo was able to lose and not lose his undisputed title, even though he lost his fight. Because if Dmitry Bivol would have moved down to 168, then he would have not only lost, but he would have lost every single one of his belts. But it didn't happen because they chose to fight at light heavyweight. So what is Canelo even referring to, saying that he is fighting the best and it's time to defend our titles? You're the only guy at 168 with the real titles. So that makes no sense. Now the Canelo Chupapi Muñeños, they'll continue to defend Canelo, and he could have fought Ric Flair and they would find that acceptable. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think of this particular fight. I'm not really jazzed for this fight because I think when they first signed a DAZN, when Canelo was still with Golden Boy, that would have been a much better time to advocate or push this fight. The other thing is, you got Canelo coming off of a loss, and Triple G has seen better days. I thought he lost to Deryevchenko, and he was losing all the early rounds, or most of them, to Ryota Murata in Japan. So you got a Triple G who's aged. Canelo did this on purpose so he can try to knock him out. Waited till the man was 40, waited till there was some slippage from Triple G, and now he's trying to move him up and, say I completed the trilogy. And he probably needs this. That's what he feels, because he knows he didn't win the Dmitry Bivol fight. So despite Canelo's just in a difficult spot, y'all. Because despite Canelo telling the world that he truly believes he beat Bivol, your actions show different. Because if you thought he would beat him, your own promoter, Eddie Hearn, said that Dmitry Bivol Canelo 2 is a huge fight. So you go on and give us these stale leftovers, a fight, unfinished business, when you guys were both with HBO, but this is not HBO. DAZN is not HBO. DAZN has never in their existence had a boxing match that is done as good as Canelo versus Golovkin 1 or 2 on HBO, and they're hoping to put the defibrillator on a dead body and a dead heart, and there's no electrical current, and the body is just deceased, and they're trying to revive this fight some kind of way and act like, oh, this is so much history and rich history. This is not like Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez, because when they fought the fourth time, it was still very compelling, because you could really argue you don't know who won the first three fights, right? First fight was a draw. Pacquiao won the second. Pacquiao won the third, but people said Marquez won the third. This is a force. This is a reach at best. We know, you know what it is. And even if people thought Canelo and Golovkin part 2 ended on a sour note, or they were confused as to who won, one person has definitely regressed more and is older than the other person. So, you know, it's going to be like Mike Alvarado versus Brandon Rios 3, I promise you, where it's the third fight happens to be the worst fight in the saga and the trilogy. The first two Brandon Rios and Mike Alvarado fights were amazing. This one, I don't look for it to be, you know, these classic fights, or like, you know, hold a candle to the first one, because it's probably going to look cap. But that's my thoughts. Let me know if you're ordering the pay-per-view. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.